Everyone is panicking. Investors over at Rockstar are panicking. Most of you guys already knew this was going to happen. GTA 6 likely is the most anticipated game ever, and evidently it's going to be chock full of DEI garbage and anti-white rhetoric, according to insiders at Rockstar. Investors are likely going to be extremely pissed, and make no doubt, have no doubt about it, YouTubers like Varadark are going to rip this game to pieces. A handful of YouTubers have literally took down companies like Ubisoft, okay, BioWare. I mean, even the new Indiana Jones game is already set to basically result in a massive loss of hundreds of millions of dollars for Microsoft because the game is evidently super woke. They don't even want to give out copies for reviews right now. That's how bad it is. Today's video comes from John Della Ross. His channel will be linked in the description, so you can go check him out and support him. Watch it end this video to fully understand the implications of GTA 6 going woke, going broke, and how this is going to significantly affect the greater industry, greater gaming industry. I guarantee they're going to try to play it off initially, but it's going to be really, really bad. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Well, reports are out that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going woke. And of course, we knew this was going to happen. Ever since they revealed that trailer last year, it really looked like they had a lot of work to do to try to make this actually feel like a Grand Theft Auto game worth playing. But as we know now, there's new reports out, and Demian did a great analysis of it the other day. And we have a new report here that Grand Theft Auto 6 developer will be targeting white people with DEI indoctrination courses. So they're going to go the same direction as the rest of AAA gaming. All of these companies have hired crazy consultants out there, as we know. All right, so a new report claims that Rockstar Games, the developer of Grand Theft Auto 6, is targeting its employees based on race for DEI indoctrination courses. Now, this is happening at different companies. I have an Ubisoft insider who actually showed me their DEI courses last year. It was so sick. These people are just getting complete hours and hours of just like being forced to be told that white people are bad, basically, and that they need to respect their BIPOC. I'd say brethren, but brethren's a gendered word, and we can't use that anymore. Oh no! And so this is happening at every major corporation across America, and of course, it's happening at Rocksteady as well. It's terrible, and this is what they're trying to, just attack people with across the board. It's some weird thing to try to make white people hate themselves to get white people out of culture, as we know. And this is exactly what's been going on the entire time. And Demian, with the help of that Park Place writer, Francisco Solback, uncovered that Rockstar is funneling its white employees into a DEI indoctrination course called Unconscious Bias, run by Stacey A. Gordon. He stated the unconscious bias thing was a big part of the scoop because whenever people claim that white devs specifically are not being targeted or forced to comply with beliefs or whims of others, I mean, it's simply not true. White developers are getting strangled by this industry to comply with these insane demands, and that's exactly what's happening. He detailed the unconscious bias, by the way, is not just some random thing, but what Francisco was able to discover was that it actually was a mandatory course that pushed onto employees at Rockstar. And like I said, I've seen the exact same thing at Ubisoft. This is across the nation, guys. It's happening everywhere in every industry. Video games is just a part of this. So if you're not in corporate America, this is how bad it's been for a long, long time. Which ones may you be asking? You can probably guess it, but it was exclusively pretty much only white employees who work at Rockstar right now who were put through this course. He explained, based on what Francisco found, 60 employees forced to take this unconscious bias course in order to gain a certificate. Around 58 of them were white people. The other 2 of those 60 were of Asian descent. Poor Asians out there. If you're an Asian person in the comments, I'm sorry. You are an official white person at this point. You might even be worse than white people because you do too well. You're not supposed to. You got to be an oppressed minority like the rest of them. So let me know if you're feeling pretty white, if you're one of my viewers out there. I appreciate you guys. Later, he stated, right now, as it stands on Rockstar, is completely infected with the woke pandering DEI initiatives that have ran through the whole swath of white employees, almost exclusively into admitting, submitting, and then receiving a certificate to confirm their own unconscious racist bias, according to these woke grifters who are infesting Rockstar right now at insane rates. Here's one of the main characters of Grand Theft Auto 6 who you're going to get to enjoy playing. Very mannish Latina. Yeah, how exciting. Better not have those gender stereotypes, my friends. As shown in the screenshots of the video, the unconscious bias is a certification from Rockstar employees they could obtain by taking a 23-minute DEI indoctrination course run by Gordon and certified by LinkedIn. Yeah, Facebook, LinkedIn, Zuckerberg, all in on it, my friends. The official description for the training states, we're all biased. Except, it's only for white people. Our experiences shape who we are. Our race, ethnicity, gender, height, weight, and sexual orientation, place of birth, and other factors impact the lens with which we view the world. In this course, diversity expert Stacy Gordon, diversity expert. This is ridiculous.
So this is how bad it's gotten now, where there is significant anti-white rhetoric around us. Everything is basically punishing and demonizing people for being white or being too successful in the case of the Asians. Unconscious bias. So what they're really trying to do is ensure that that these games, are no longer are edgy. They're no longer going to be punchy. They're going to be basically a disgusting bunch of dribble wrapped up in a bow, and we're told to eat it up. When I look at Lucia's character, there are people who are like, "Oh, look, it's not woke. Lucia's a baddie." She is not a baddie. Lucia has like this big jaw. It's like it's the same DEI garbage. Same exact DEI garbage. The character models honestly do not look even as good for female characters as they did in GTA Vice City. GTA Vice City had baddies in there. That was a PlayStation 2 game that came out, I think, over 20 years ago. And this is the garbage that we are getting at this point. Like, no, this is absolute total BS. The censorship is insane, and the rhetoric that they're pushing is only going to push people away from this game. And they have to know it already. Like, I'm looking forward to GTA 6 being a massive flop. And to be honest, I really don't like the visual art style of GTA 6. I think that it's not good for us to be stuck at GTA 6 for GTA 6, to be honest, looks like a game that should have come out on PlayStation 4. It does not look like a game that should be coming out on PlayStation 5. It looks like a game that should have come out on PlayStation 4. The art style, the design, I don't like how it looks. I really, really don't. And especially with the technology that's coming out now, especially with AI being able to change visual designs and create hyper realistic looks. I just don't know. I really hope this game dies. I'm not looking forward to it. And they can keep their diversity, equity, inclusion to themselves. Obviously, this is the result of companies like BlackRock and whatever. BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, all of these investment firms, because they're trying to take that money. But many of these companies are dying, and Ubisoft is basically on like dead man walking right now. The situation with Ubisoft is so bad that they're literally just like getting rid of games. Like there's some games, I think it was like XCOM or the X Defiance, something like that, where they just ended up canceling the entire game and it's a game that had come out, people were playing the game, I believe a multiplayer title, and they can't even keep they can't keep the servers online anymore. It's costing too much for them to it's a failure. It's costing them more than it's worth to keep the game online. So they're basically giving refunds to everyone who purchased the game and like walking away. They're like games that they released. Their games are like selling for pennies right now. I see like Assassin's Creed like selling for pennies, and I'm like, I would like to pick that up. It was a good game, but you know what? I don't want to give Ubisoft money, so I'm not gonna buy it. All of these games that went woke are now going broke, and it's wonderful to see it happening because these are just scumbags. These companies that have done this have put these piece of trash games out. They're absolute scumbags. They need to die off. They need to go away. They don't need to be celebrated. And for GTA 6, this is where things get positive. For GTA 6 to basically flop hard, even if it's going to sell a bunch of copies regardless. But it may end up not selling anywhere close to what it should have sold. In fact, it may not even sell as well as the previous iteration. Simply put, if people purchase this game and they don't like it, they're not going to play it. And a lot of edits, and it's like a lot of people right now, like you can see the wind where the wind is blowing. It feels like this game, like people, YouTube, people are watching us YouTubers. They're finding out, they're getting red pill. They're watching Vera Dark. This girl is amazing. She is like, I mean, literally the creator of God of War kept her stream and started crying while she was doing her work, and like saying that he wants to have a conversation. It's so sad. It's like, so, the creator of God of War, like he has took the whole. He has the woke mind virus. He has the virus, man. He has the virus, and it's just like, it's pathetic. It's really pathetic. Like, you could see how messed up the lives of these people are, because YouTubers are making their money, and these people are like, they're broke now. They're normal people. They have these people who have the woke mind virus. They lose their jobs. They can't work in the system anymore. It's going great, guys. I told you, you have to learn. You should be investing in crypto. You should be building yourself up, building a brand. Because, guys, it's going to be nightmare. Because it's going to be a nightmare out there. And when everything goes to hell, when everything starts going to hell, that's when y'all are going to be rushing into the Crypto Academy. That's when you're going to be rushing into the clubhouse to take courses on how to build a business, how to build a brand. I'm setting up the Content Creator Academy for you guys. So you guys will be learning how to create content, different kinds of content on different platforms, not just not just YouTube, and how to actually make real money, because ad revenue on YouTube is just terrible. You should, like, this is something Roberto Blake said many years ago. He said, do not, he said it recently actually, don't become a YouTube employee. Don't try to, like, live off YouTube AdSense revenue. And he's not joking. It's a horrible life. It's a horrible life when you have to depend on YouTube for your income. It's extremely stressful. He talked about, for example, also not sticking with one platform, because basically you own nothing. So a lot of content creators don't comprehend these factors. That's why I said this to you. YouTube is not my business. I use YouTube to grow my business. And couldn't I control my audience. So the audience that I have access to, I own that audience. On YouTube, I don't own my audience. They can take, look at the numbers, look at the views. Guys, I was getting so many views. I was getting so many views when I was talking more about women and dating and relationships and men not marrying and having children. When I was talking about women, I was getting so many more views. The moment I started talking about BlackRock and State Street and Vanguard, my views started to go down, bro. I'm telling y'all, the moment I started talking and calling out the Sims and telling you with the people talking about the people that control us, and I started saying things like, don't blame women, blame the Sims, and look at what the state is doing. It's these corporations. The behavior of women in society is really just a symptom of a greater issue. That's when everything, guys, I literally had Sims coming to my channel like, you should go back to talking about women and get off the subject. All right, stop talking about Sims. Stop talking, guys. They don't want you to know what's going on. I told you, Sims are agents of the state. They're agents of the state. These people are creating problems for everyone. 100%. They have an agenda, and their agenda is destruction for their own gains. Let me ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom, it's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now. Hard times are coming, guys. Hard times are coming. Everyone is panicking right now. They can see the writing on the wall. These companies are beginning to collapse, and I don't think that GTA 6 its flopping is going to be enough to wipe out Rockstar, but I do think it's enough to shake the gaming industry when the most popular game, the most sought after game of all time ends up coming out and it does not do the numbers that they were expecting. People begin walking away aggressively from it. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel very, very good about this. I think, guys, it's going to shake the industry when they see this game flop. And they're going to say that it was, oh, the times have changed, and they're going to try to come up with all kinds of BS, and we're all going to know it's DEI, and we're going to say it's DEI, guys. The real Game Awards is coming out soon, like side scrollers. So basically, there used to be a show on YouTube. I forget the exact name of it, but there's a guy who was like Stuttering Craig, I believe, and he's now a part of Side Scrollers, and he's creating the Real Game Awards. The Real Game Awards, I signed up for it, so I'm going to be voting, and I like what he's doing with it. To vote in the Real Game Awards, you actually have to pay. So you actually have to pay to become a person who votes for these games. So I'll be voting in the Real Game Awards for the games that I want. I want to be nominated for Game of the Year. Stellar Blade, Black Myth, Wukong. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I love this. I absolutely love it. And they're going to be announcing, I believe, they're going to announce like what day the Real Game Awards is going to come out on the day that the Game Awards actually shows, like that garbage with Jeff Keighley and all those other shills. The gaming industry is beginning to die, and people are beginning to say this is the end of the gaming industry. It's crashing. And I don't think it's the end, but I think it's more like a new beginning because, guys, AI upscaling, many of you don't understand, it's not just the upscaling technology, it's the ability to use AI to quickly create content, quickly create art things and frames and animation and stuff like this that would take a team of developers. It's not about using AI to generate all everything around it. You have a bunch of soulless games. We have a bunch of soulless games right now. It's about the tools that are being developed that will allow you to make these things much faster and create it and make it more accessible for the average person to create titles. You're gonna see, guys. Right now, Elon is launching his own AI-based gaming company, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, this is terrible! You're gonna have a bunch of soulless games." Now, what it is that you're gonna have games that are gonna be developed much more rapidly, and this technology that Elon is creating, I'm hopeful that he begins licensing it out, like they license out the Unreal Engine. I'm hoping that they license this technology out so that other studios can use this technology. Smaller developers like me can take this technology and build the games of our dreams, and even use this technology in Hollywood to do things like create animations and anime. Like there's a lot of guys, there's so much opportunity right now for all of us to make money because all of these big companies are dying. No one wants their garbage anymore. Okay, old is gold right now. I actually made a post about this, and I think I'm absolutely correct that when it comes to the physical market, like guys, I bought up a ton of games over Cyber Monday and Black Friday, like maybe like 18 games, between 18 and 20 games, physical games. Physical. I bought a bunch of other games digitally with GOG, and I bought a solid state drive so that I can basically keep my games so that I can keep my games, on the solid state drive. Because with GOG.com, you can actually download your games. You can download your games, and you own the files. They can't take them away from you. You can even give them to people if you want to. So if I wanted to give them to family members, technically I can actually do that. It's really, really cool. So I bought a really heavy duty shit. So I think it's called the Shield solid state drive from Samsung, 4 terabytes, and I'm waiting for that to arrive. I'm gonna start just backing up a lot of my games, like the games that I must have. And then of course I have my Nintendo Switch and my Switch OLED and my Switch Lite and well, yeah, Switch Lite. I really like Switch Lite, and I bought a bunch of games, physical games, some of them from GameStop, most of them brand new, and these are the games that I just really would like. I said, like, what games would I really need? Because, like, guys, I think that we're gonna have power outages. We're gonna have everything going down. I'm telling you guys, we are going to see hell on earth. We're gonna see the power go out. We're gonna see food shortages. It's gonna be hell, and a lot of people are gonna end up in FEMA camps. And Trump has already said he's gonna put people in FEMA camps, and y'all aren't listening. Y'all think you're big. Y'all think you're big and bad until it's time to go to FEMA, and then you start crying like babies. I don't want to go to FEMA. You're going to FEMA. You're going to FEMA. No, I'm not committing crimes. He's only putting drug users and criminals in FEMA camps. No, bro. He's everybody. I told y'all about tent cities a minute ago. He called tent cities. All right. He said homelessness is going to be illegal. All right. If you are homeless, then you're going to be either arrested or put somewhere. All right. And if you don't comply, then you're not going to have a good time. All right. He said that you'll be put in a tent city. You'll get the help that you need. It's not going to be nice inside of there. You're not going to be partying it there. All right. Tyrone is going to be the king of tent city. When Tyrone is hungry, he's going to eat. When Tyrone is thirsty, he's going to drink. When Tyrone wants some loving, he's going to get some loving. Okay. And he is going to rule tent city with an iron fist because that's his house. You're going to have respect up in his house. You're going to take your shoes off in his house. Okay? Because Tyrone is king. Tyrone is king of Tent City. Don't ever forget that, guys. And the wailing and the moaning and the groaning, the crying and the screaming, because there's going to be all kinds of mentally ill people in there. You don't want to find yourself in those places. And I said it, guys. Once you go in, you're not coming out. It's like getting institutionalized, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to get out of the institution. You're not getting out. You're not getting out. It's worse. I'm telling y'all, I feel like Tent City is going to be worse for a lot of people than being institutionalized because there's at least some hope and there's paperwork and things you can do. Once you go into Tent City, you're not coming out of Tent City. If you have nowhere to go, you're not getting out of Tent City. Because if you have no place to go, they're not letting your ass out of Tent City. You're going to be in there for a good minute, bro. All right? Because they're like, what are you going to be doing if you get out? You're not doing anything out there. There's no video games in Tent City. There's no TV in Tent City. All right? You won't have cell guys, you're not gonna have an internet connection in Tent City. You will not have cell phone service in Tent City. I don't know what's wrong with you, little bro. You are going to be miserable in Tent City. All right. There's gonna be fecal matter everywhere, urine everywhere, unsanitary, discarded sanitary products everywhere. It's gonna be nasty in there, bro. Really, really nasty. And you gonna have Miguel, you have Miguel and Enrique in there. You could see Enrique. You could see that Enrique is a bad dude from a mile away. They love Enrique, but and then there's Miguel. He's trying to look innocent, and he's there sitting down next to you, talking to you like, hey man, it's kind of hard in here. Miguel's trying to rob you. Miguel and Enrique are the same person. Don't let his schoolboy charm, his schoolboy looks, and and like he's like the Hispanic, like the nice Hispanic boy next door. Don't trust Miguel. All right, don't trust Miguel. He's been planning it out. All right, whatever you have, he's gonna take. Doesn't matter if it's your shoes or jewelry, whatever he can get off you, bro. He's gonna take it from you. Okay. Do not trust Miguel. But I mean, you chose that for yourself, little bro. So you're gonna have to live with that. You're gonna have to live with the consequences of your decisions. Because I told you, Old Angry told you, do not go to Tent City. Don't end up in Tent City. Whatever job you're doing right now, a lot of you are not going to have your jobs. That's why I said you need to invest in crypto, because that's a future right there. That is a future from poverty right there. That is a safeguard right there where you are making your money work for you. You need to learn how to build a business and a brand. Like I said, we're going to be working on that. I post a lot of stuff over in the building businesses. I post a lot of stuff over in the clubhouse, where we're going to go all in on that. Okay? Because like for those who want it, The rest of y'all, you're gonna be hurting. Like I said, Tyrone is the king of 10 City. He's gonna rule with an iron fist.
Of course, Stacey Gordon's a black chick. Helps you recognize and acknowledge your own biases so you can identify them when making decisions and prevent yourself from making calls from a biased viewpoint. By the way, there's nothing wrong with bias and there's nothing wrong with existing. This is all nonsense right now. It's all about just like promoting black people and making sure that you worship people based on darker skin color or based on their female gender. This is all it's about. It's actually about promoting bias. Even more is the opposite part. You're just supposed to not like things that are white, which is absolutely crazy, and it's self-destructive. Stacey explains some of the most common forms of bias take place in affinity bias, halo bias, perception bias, and confirmation bias. She helps you recognize the negative effects of bias within your organization, as well as the benefits to be realized by uncovering bias in decision-making processes. Finally, she outlines strategies for overcoming personal and organizational bias. Well, all these companies have like diversity programs at this point where they're trying to actively hire female and minority counterparts. So since they're doing that, isn't that the bias that's existing within an organization? Oh, wait, you're not supposed to notice that. If you call that kind of thing out, you know you'll get fired at a place like Rocksteady. Ubisoft has a full scholarship for interns for just that are exclusionary of white males. That's what it is. That is bias in a nutshell. But of course, that kind of bias is good bias. The only bias that these people are talking about is only one direction. And that's the thing. All these diversity people inside all of these organizations are racist. And they hate you. They hate you, the gamer, because most gamers are white males. They really are. Asian males too. But you count as white at this point, as we saw earlier. And so this is what they're doing. And so when this is happening, and these people are being built on this right here, with this preview course right here, unconscious bias is something we all need to be aware of because it affects us all. My name is Stacey Gordon. I'm a human capital and diversity capital with recruiting expertise. I spent years working in Fortune 500 companies, listen to this, and nonprofit organizations specializing in diversity and inclusion. What a grift. And today I bring awareness to the topic of unconscious bias and get you to think how it might affect you and affecting others. So now all these people in there are trying to push this sort of unconscious bias certification sort of deal, and that Rockstar is being subjected to this. It is all about making sure they don't want white males involved in things. And that's why you get characters like this as your lead. Nobody actually wants this. This is actually a net detriment to the game. It's making people not want the game, of course. And it's going to be worse because this entire thing's going to go around and you're going to have all these body positive messages in here. And you're, of course, going to have the homosexual and transgender messages put into this game as well. When you get these sort of courses, and this is what you're indoctrinating the employees with, the employees are told by the company bias that's what's supposed to be in the video game. This is how these things start. This is why Dragon Age at this point has top surgery scars, because the people from the top down mandate these courses. The people on the bottom then go, okay, the course has told me to do this, and so they put that crap into the games. So we can expect with this happening at Rockstar that the company is absolutely going to be pushing this kind of thing into Grand Theft Auto 6. It's going to be a complete nightmare, a complete disaster, and you've been warned right in advance. Oh my gosh, if this game ever comes out.
Let me ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom, it's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now. Guys, everyone is panicking, but these people brought it onto themselves, and I am not crying for them. What do you think regarding this? Do you agree that this is going to be a major flop for Rockstar? This game is going to flop. It's going to flop hard, and it's going to send shivers in throughout the entire video game industry. They can try to cover it up as much as they want, but there will definitely be signs that, like, that they missed their earnings calls and all this other crap. Oh, they're optimistic. They're going to try to play it off, but it's going to be an absolute nightmare. And this is going to serve as an example of of a mass exodus of gamers saying that we're rejecting this garbage, we're not putting up with it, we're not tolerating it, and we're not going to give you our money, and you're going to collapse. Your company is going to collapse, it's going to die, and it's going to go away because you're a bunch of punks. You're a bunch of punks, you're no good, and yeah, that's really it. Guys, if you're ready to take control of your financial future and break free from the traditional system, check out Angry's Crypto Academy, linked in the description below. Learn everything you need to know about cryptocurrency, from getting started to mastering advanced strategies that lead to true financial freedom. Don't miss your chance to join a community dedicated to empowering you through crypto. Click the link in the description of the video to check out the academy, and I'll see you inside. Let me know what you guys think regarding this, and if you agree, this is the beginning of the end for a lot of these woke companies. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like the video, share the video, and just remember that all roads lead to MWA. Men walking away, and cheers.